Hey folks, welcome to the show. This is Jim Perry, and we're going to do a little catfishing today on Kentucky Lake. Going to fish deep, and you'll see some activity here. This first fish I caught it about 61 feet, and anyway, I thought it was actually bigger, larger than it is. And here in just a second, when I get it up here, you'll see why. I had him hooked up on the wrong end, but anyway, we got him in the boat, and it ended up that it was the largest fish that I'd caught today, that particular trip, but that's not a big deal. I didn't expect to catch any hogs, and just some eaters, and we accomplished that using live scope to find these fish, as you'll see here, especially in the last segment where I talked to a couple of live scope scenes. What some of the fish look like down there, not any, that I caught video actually biting, that I caught on the hook, but you'll see some fish and get an idea of what I'm talking about. But anyway, hope you enjoy the show, and we'll, I snagged him, yeah, that's what I did, I snagged him. Just showing you the bait rig here. It's got double hook rig with a weight on the bottom, and baited up with chicken, marinated chicken, and that's what they wanted today. I tried some night crawlers and even some minnows, but they wanted that chicken. Most guys that catfish know this anyway, but I'm going to pass this along a tip. If you mess with these little fiddler cats, get you a pair of snippers or pinchers, pliers, or whatever to hold those dudes when you take that hook out, because on a previous video, if you saw that, I got hooked pretty good. I didn't use any of that. I just tried to hold it, and he spanked me pretty good. Almost all these fish today that I caught, matter of fact, not almost, all of them were suspended off the bottom. Very few were laying there hugging the bottom. They were up anywhere from 10 foot, 12, maybe 15 foot above the bottom and the water column. So with a live scope, I'd try to feed them, I'd see them pick one out, and I'd try to feed it. And it didn't work every time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and why they hit one time won't hit the other, I have no idea. But you need to look for them suspended if you get out here and mess around in this deep water, because that's where a lot of them are going to be. They're going to be up suspended. I left the sound on this video. I apologize for some of the noise, boat noise, and especially when I bang this 3-ounce weight on the side of the boat. But anyway, I left it on just so you could hear, I guess, the natural sounds, whatever that means. But anyway, I didn't want to mute the sound and not just talk over it. But a lot of fish down there, and as I said, I use night crawlers. I got buddies that are fishing today down the river, and that's all they use, are night crawlers. And I guarantee you they're going to catch several. They'll have several fish. They're doing the same thing I'm doing, but they're using night crawlers. Sometimes when you get at them good, with that double hook rig, yes, you'll catch 2 at a time. Done that lots of times, but you got to be stacked in there pretty good to do that. Throughout this video, you'll hear or see a trolling motor head up there spinning around, and I'm not doing that. That's spot lock. This is a Minn Kota helix, and it has spot lock, which acts as my anchor, which is a lot better than trying to drop a rope down out there in 60 foot and anchor this boat, which wouldn't be practical. The lake is full of these little fiddlers and thumbs down, and you'll see here, the reason I'm laughing about this is the bait, that chunk of marinated chicken, is actually bigger than the mouth of that fish. And he tried to get it in there, but he got hooked in the process. And you'll get a lot of bumps. I mean, you'll bang and bump, metal rod will go down. You'll think jerk. You'll think you know we're going to catch one, but you miss him. And what it is, it's some of these little small fiddlers, and they just mouths are small and they're bumping. You know, they're just bumping that bait and not getting that hook in their mouth. But that's why I laughed. They, like I said, the bait was bigger than the mouth. And also, you need to be careful with these little things because they will barb you and it hurts. As I said, these fish aren't big, and we all know that, but guys, some kid, young child, boy or girl would love to catch these things. So but if you get a chance, take a kid fishing. Just be careful now handling those things and don't let them get stuck because it'll weigh on their mind a long time and not turn them against it. But I went with my dad on this lake back in the 40s after it was first formed, and he taught me a lot of stuff. Okay, folks, we're going to call it a day. It's 1:45 Central Time here on a Wednesday, June the 16th, 2021 on Kentucky Lake. Been catfishing, started out slow, picked up a little bit later on here, the last couple of hours maybe. I've been fishing deep. I've been fishing as far as catching anything, it's been 60 foot, 61 foot. These last few fish I've moved, just looking. I've never fished this particular area before. I came up here with a purpose today of just doing a little scouting trip, looking. I looked at my maps. I saw some stuff on the map that kind of interested me, tripped my trigger, so to speak, so I came looking. And the second spot was better than the first spot. I feel sure this is an old road bed here that I found, and it comes up, it varies in depth all the way down to 67 feet, but these last few fish I caught them 60 foot up to 45 feet. I just kind of kept moving around looking for them on my live scope till I saw some, and then tried to catch them. So they're not big. That channel that I caught, the largest one earlier in the trip, I think I weighed it there, weighed 1.12, you know, less than 2 pounds. These other little old blues, they're good eaters. They're not big fish, and they weigh 1 pound, 3/4 to 1 pound, you know, something in that area. But I caught all of them. I caught all of them on marinated chicken, as you can see here, marinated chicken. And this is just a rig, double rig that I made down in the basement. And I got a 3 ounce weight on here. They're not pulling a lot of current or as much as they were. So I could probably do with a 2 ounce to keep it vertical, but I just left the 3 on there. So anyway, I'm going in. I got a buddy down here that I'm going to give these fish to, and I'm going home and kick back in the shade a little bit, and we'll do this again another time. Thanks for watching. See you.